We don't have a car fire here. We have a transformer fire in the street. We're investigating the building surrounding it. Can you have Con Ed start out here?
Very simple. You need more units there, Chris?
Not at this time.
Very simple. And 57 signal box 1177 200 East 89th Street off of 3rd Avenue, yellow alarm apartment 17 George. And 57 signal box 1177 200 East 89th Street off of 3rd Avenue.
I don't know what they're gonna do. This is they called it in. Someone called it in, said it was a car fire, but it looks like, well, not that it looks like. They said it's a transformer fire, which is what I see too. Engine 23. And ladder 4 are on the job. Doesn't look like it's doing too much right now, but just a little smoke. It's smoking pretty good as far as transformers go, but he's not very, very agitated yet. It's starting to rain, it might get agitated.
So box 665, is this a 9-1? Yeah, statement. Comments state that EMS will close the incident.
It's down 4 to 91. Go
1671.
It seems to me from all that white powder around it, somebody tried to put it out with some chem dry. I guess, what do you call it? An extinguisher of some kind.
Thank you.
The radio's coming in choppy. There's nothing else going on, so we might as well cover this for you. The smoke is pretty dark, so that's indicative that it's aggravated.
Tomorrow. Guys checked across the street. I've checked everywhere but one room that Troy's in right now. It checked out. I'm just gonna meet up with him and double check.
They're checking the CO levels in the surrounding properties. There, over there, over here, over there, and they're taping it off. So it looks like they're gonna hand it over to con it when they get here, or they're gonna leave it until they get here on their own and they're gonna take up. I don't know what they're doing. Right now they're checking the property.
Well, B sends it checked out too. LCO, good to go. Thank you.
So in the summer, these things overheat, the wiring and all of that inside the manholes or the transformer vaults like that one, and the wiring burns, and this is what the end result is. In the winter, the runoff, when they spread salt for the snow, that runoff, when the snow starts to melt, goes into the manholes and the transformers and aggravates the wiring as well. And that's what causes that in the winter. So in the winter is the runoff salt water mostly. In the summer is the extreme heat, where the wires are so hot that they come in contact with water and what have you, and they act up. So I don't know if they're gonna do anything other than tape it off and finish checking the properties, but we're gonna monitor for a little while. And like I said, it's starting to rain again. It rained very heavy today, and there might be a few more of these. As far as activity, this one seems pretty sedate right now, but sometimes they show flames, blue flames, and this and that and the other. They gurgle, they pop, they do everything that they can. So, but somebody from one of the buildings, you see all that white stuff on the floor there? The fire department just got here. We were like down the street, literally, and that white stuff looks like somebody tried to douse it, and it's probably doing a lot worse than that. But anyway, that's the story right now here. And I don't know what street this is. This is on 54th Street and 7th Avenue, and it came in as a car fire, but obviously there's no car fire. They got it nicely roped off. Nobody should walk around near it if possible, and let's see if they take up. Sometimes they call for a chief. Right now I haven't seen the chief yet. They're not even saying much on the radio. Alright, I'm going to continue to monitor it. It starts gurgling or whatever, I'll come back and film some more. Alright, just as I said that they might not need a battalion chief, they're going to call for the battalion chief. They're going to call Manhattan now. Should be coming over the radio. Because there are lights flickering in 3 buildings. I can't really make out which ones are flickering. Hold on.
Engine 2-3.
Engine 2-3, box 887. Taking out the battalion response for a smoking manhole with at least 3 buildings with the lights flickering.
Land engine 2-3K. 2-3, you have an address that we can go with? Okay.
162.
162 West 54th Street.
162 West 54, 10-4.
All right, so the members are checking out the buildings, and some of them have, there's one with flickering lights. You see the lights flickering in that building right there? On that floor? I don't know which one the other 2 were. But anyway, there he is. And yes, I found out somebody did spray some stuff on it to try to get it out. He's not doing anything major still or yet, or, you know. But he's active, so the battalion chief's gonna have to come in and take over the operations and find out why that's going on in there. And that's just that because somebody left that light on, but probably more flickering going on. I don't see the other two, but
Go ahead. There's no CO up here. Should we tell the occupants to stand by for now?
That's a lot of 247.
Yeah, you know what? The power's flickering. Tell them to get out.
they're gonna evacuate that building. They want everybody out of there. The power's flickering.
And 38 code 1 on bus 1177.
And he's getting a very, very dark smoke now.
35 on bus 1434 and 35 on 1434 over the final one.
Yeah, they want that building emptied out. It looks like Bartley's Dunes. Sounds like a bar to me. I don't know. It looks like the bottom is a bar, but the top is residential. Yeah, there's the sign. It's a pub. Flickering as well. You see all the lights going on and off. The blue, the white. They might stretch the lines shortly, depending on what the chief says when he gets here, and also what Con Ed thinks. Look at that flickering going on in there. That could cause additional issues. Alright, we're going to continue to monitor. He seems to be calm as these things go. She had to walk right next to it. He's with her. He crossed over. She had to go walk right next to it. And she wanted to get next to the manhole, the burning manhole. At 2 in the morning. Alright, they called some more units over here. Looks like engine 54 came in and another ladder. The chief didn't get here yet. They started to block off the whole area. So there comes another, I don't know if it's an engine or a truck. I see it in the distance over there. It's another ladder.
221.
That looks like ladder 2, so probably engine 8, 23, that's here, 54, ladder 2, and original ladder 4. So 4th, 2, 23, 8, and 54. Of course, the battalion when he gets here. Let me see if it's gurgling or doing anything else. Yeah, it seems like he's pretty passive right now. That's the word I was looking for, passive. I guess that's the correct thing you use for manholes. Calm, whatever. He's not aggravated. And like I said, it's a vault, transformer vault. Oh, and another tidbit of information I got, there was an actual car on there. And it came in as a car fire, but there was a car there and they moved it just before they sprayed there. One of the people from one of the buildings sprayed. And they moved the car before they sprayed. So there was an actual car there, and that's why it came in as a car fire. Alright guys, they gave a report. I missed it because I was schmoozing. And the chief asked Manhattan for ETA on Con Ed. Hold on.
No. All clear in the boss. Four. Go ahead. 160, the bar. CO is dropped down to 67 in the basement.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot. They got to check for the COs. Well, no, I said that early on, but I didn't know that they had some high readings. Anyway, as I was saying, the chief asked for an update on Con Ed, and she said the next available, so they should be getting here soon, and they should resolve this one way or another very shortly. It's not going to be a prolonged operation or spectacular operation. They're going to continue checking. Hold on.
Ray's Pizza checks out. Alright, check the Irish pub, please. For 2 trucks, just check that.
Okay.
Alright, 10-4. Make your way back then.
Alright, the chief is recalling everybody.
9 Alpha 9. 9. Yeah, Con Ed states they have a crew en route, no ETA.
That was what I was in the process of saying. He asked for an ETA on Con Ed. There you heard the reply Manhattan gave the aid. So we're going to monitor it for a little while. Usually by this time, if it hasn't exacerbated itself more than what it's doing, it's not going to. And like I said before, I don't know if I said it or not, but there was a car on top of it, and the manhole was actually flaming under the car. The lady got the car out of there just in time, and somebody came and sprayed whatever they sprayed, flame retardant or whatever the extinguisher that they used. So that's why it came in as the car fire. I probably said that already, but it's raining so hard that I'm getting a little. Let me go underneath here. And this bar, a lot of bars around here. This one said that the bathroom lights were flickering, and also that the street lights were flickering, and that the at one point the manhole did a big revolution. I keep calling it a manhole. My bad. My apologies. This particular thing is a vault. That it did a big revolution, and a big puff of smoke and flame came out of it. So that was probably the extent of what it's going to do. Con Ed will be here soon, hopefully next available, but it's raining and they probably have a whole bunch of them going on all over the city. And yeah. A big contingency over there of members. I was gonna wear my boots and I didn't today, so I gotta stay out of the water. I don't want any water on the feet or the lens. But we'll monitor it a little bit longer. It seems to be getting smaller and smaller, the smoke coming out of it, the plume. Alright, just giving you guys an update. About 15 minutes later, 20, I don't know. It stopped raining a little bit, but conditions remain the same. And we're going to continue to monitor it until Con Ed gets here. They're still checking the properties. I think they covered all the properties by now. And the chief is keeping everybody here as the flickering continues over there. So that building has a closer connection somehow to the situation out here, I guess, if that works like that.
99 ladder 2. Ladder 2.
He may release them.
Yeah, Dan, you checked that the basement of that bar with the readings in there? Bar checked out.
Oh, I thought he was going to release them. He's making sure that everything's been checked. All the basements and areas with CO, high CO readings.
Hello? Are you in front of the fire truck?
They came out through here. They went in through the other side, came out through here. The chief took a walk way down yonder. He's checking something out. Let me see if there's anything to see. Yeah, he's checking out to see if any other manholes are active or spewing out any fumes and what have you. And we're gonna be taking up soon because this rain dripping all over me, it's annoying. I try to keep under the canopies. Right now I'm under this, but it's not really covering me. And the feet are starting to get uncomfortable there. They're not quite wet yet, but I can tell that they're getting something going on.
Alpha. Alpha. John, tell them to drop down to the 18. We still have smoke seeping. We're going to hang out with engine 2-3 and ladder 4. Waiting Con Ed's arrival. 10-4.
Alright, let me get that report. Just as I thought, he's going to release 2, 8, and 54. He's going to drop down to 8.
Cyanide.
887, we still have smoke seeping from the manhole. CO levels have dropped inside the building. We're going to drop down to an 18, holding ladder 4 and engine 2-3. Awaiting Con Ed's arrival.
Capsule. 1018 on box. 887 and 18 on 887. Engine 2-3, ladder 4 to operate. 157 the time, dispatcher 422.
Alright, so he released all the other companies. It looks like they're already gone. They didn't waste too much time. And the original companies that came upon this, engine 23 and ladder 4 are going to stay on it until Con Ed arrives. Hopefully they should be here soon. And now that he released everybody, the manhole starts spewing black smoke again. Before it was turning gray or what have you. And the water getting in there since this an enough amount of rain going into it. It might aggravate it some. But we're gonna monitor for a tiny little bit longer and then we're gonna get out of here. Because like I said, the rain's getting very annoying. Plus, I don't know if you guys saw my chicken wing massacre video prior to this video that I put up for fun. Some of those wings are still alive and waiting to be devoured. Sorry, it's 2 something in the morning. Gotta have humor standing around getting wet like this. Okay, gonna monitor for a tiny little bit. Alright guys, we're gonna close this up here. The manhole is very to little smoke at all coming. Con Ed hasn't arrived. It stopped raining. The chief hasn't released everybody, but he looks like he's gonna be in the process of releasing companies soon. So we're gonna take up and go fishing. I call it fishing. Buffing. We're gonna go sit somewhere, maybe get a light bite or a drink or something or the other. It looks like the chief sent them to do some extra.
Con Ed's 84.
Some extra checking.
10-4.
Yeah, the chief sent them down to probably get a last reading, and as you heard it live, Con Ed is 84, meaning that they're here. So it looks like the chief sent them down to see if the readings are good, and then he's gonna wrap this up. And with that said, 2 and 2, we're gonna see you all on the other side.